Hello everyone, and this is my first video I'm gonna do on Photoshop relating to it. I'm just gonna show you some before and after pictures of what I've done, and just follow along. It's just for anyone who's interested in this. Um, so here we have two pictures of a Tesla car. This was for a school project. A friend took these pictures, and from her and that project, I was able to just retouch it, even though I didn't end up using it for the project. So on the left is the before, and the one on the right is the after. But it's not completely done, the one on the after. The right is the one on the right, this one right here. It's just slightly edited just to the basics, and as you can see in my layers, this is my original layer right here, and I made a duplicate of the original layer, and as you can see I did shadow and highlights. So if I take that off, it looks exactly the same. So I'm gonna just put that back on so you can see there's a big difference. You could see the people in the back, make out more detail. So that was the first step. I then went ahead and made a duplicate of the layer, and I still wanted to do some minor things to it, to the photo, because this is a smart filter. Yeah, let me see what the hell is it called. Let's see. Smart filter, yeah. If I'm wrong, forget it. But yeah, I turned it into a smart filter so I can't do any more direct edits to the picture. And I was trying to be non-destructive as much as I can. That's just the way I work. And so in this first layer that I clipped to the original copy, you can see that I removed the highlight. That's the one thing that really kind of bugged me. Remove the highlight, and then on this next clip, this next layer right here, you won't be able to tell, but it's in this section right here for the bumper here. It's really minor, really nothing much. It's just fixing this little section right here. So we go back out, and next thing I did was bring out the vibrance and certain things, so like the blues and red and greens will pop out more. So here it is, on off. Almost, it's just a little bit more, just a touch more. The next is selective colors, and notice that I have a mask on, a vector mask on. So this is the only area it's going to affect. And let's go back to it and turn it on. It made a great difference on the car. The color is more popping. I removed more of the blacks. Then this other layer takes care of the front of the hood of the car, this section right here. So turn that on. You see the great difference before and after. So what I'm trying to do there is bring back some of that original color without blowing, without actually messing up the picture or airbrushing it. So this is all within the original, non-destructive picture, Then this next layer, it's just this section right under the light. Section right here is kind of, to me it seemed discolored. If I zoom in right here, you can kind of see it looks like it's almost scratched. The model is actually like scratched and whatnot. So I went ahead and I changed the color. First a dark red, but then it kind of sticks out compared to some of the reflections here. So that's where this second selective, well, this one's levels, but this is selective color. This is where it comes back in. I'm just kind of trying to pick that color closest to it. This next selective color, let's see where it involves. Oh, this is to finish up the highlight, the blown out parts in front of the car on the the hood. Now I left it slightly lighter because I still want to get that contrast that it has here, where it's darker here and lighter here. So I left it slightly like that. The next selected color I did took care more of the inner part. It's still light, very light. And then this next layer, the selected color. But as you can see, it's only taking care of the upper part of the reflection, just to bring it in some more. So it's just darker. Then I went and this layer here, bam, this is just the window. I believe it's just a window. Let me see. Yes, as you can tell the difference in the window. I also use shadow and highlights for this one, just to bring it out some more, a bit more of that real good stuff. And right here, as you can notice, in the hood of the car, I've decided to come back and put some of that shadow in there, originally from Icon. So you can see, it's just a copy of the original one that was on the left. Yeah, just brought it back up, and then just masked everything out. See? This black right here, the last layer, it's just to bring up dark values. And this was airbrushed. I really don't like airbrushing, but sometimes it's unavoidable. Sometimes, just to get it done quick. So this is the end result, and this is the before. Much more of a difference, and I'm very happy with the one on the right. So that's what I did. And then I'm going to show you the other file. The other file right here of a frame. Okay, and these are the originals. Well, I kind of removed whatever was back behind this wall. I forgot what it was. And then the left is the before and the right is the after, and so we'll get there. So I did some edits, minor edits on their own different layers, blah blah blah. And so once I was able to do those minor edits and fix the wall, such as like removing her hand and then making her spine smaller, also the chin up here, yeah, and then I made that into its own layer. So this is right here. See? So if I take it off, it's just, you know, because I needed to edit on this now. Then I created a gray background because I needed to get rid of everything, and I brought her back up. See, by herself. You can see in the mask, she's by herself pretty much. So let's close this one, and then here we clip. I have several versions of that picture of herself, but different parts of it, different areas. So for example, this one, the first edit, you know, kind of, I believe, did levels and or colors. I'm not quite sure what I did right there. It's been a while since I touched this file, and I went back. These are small erases. Notice right here that bump and the section right here, the chin and a bump right there. This other layer takes care of that. Okay, so, and there you go. You also see a sharp contrast. The next layer that I did involves her thighs. I just wanted to bring out some kind of highlight on the thigh, so I use the dodge and burn tool. Then for the boots, I kind of did the same thing. This is the next layer of boots. Dodge and highlights. And then burn. Yeah, dodge too. The next thing is the skirt. Right now the yellow, it's just this section, I believe, for the yellows, and some parts of the blue. Oh no, it's just the blue. Yeah. And then the next one is the shirt. Get that for the shirt as well. And then I did more stuff to the shirt. Right here. Changed the color. Thought it was too dark, so try to match it more with the other blues. See? And then these curves are for the boots. Notice I also removed the strings hanging from her shoelaces. I removed those from the boots. And then I used a gradient map, and I used that on this section of the boot. I just felt like if I didn't create that contrast right there, that it was going to be kind of confusing to tell. So you kind of just assume the boot goes here if you were to make it all a silhouette. And that just feels there. So if I create a little bit of dark shadow right there, using gradient map, then you can tell the difference of which leg is kind of more forward and whatnot. Next step is on the boots. Kind of went on around the edges, made it pop out some more. So let's see. Those are the boots normally. These are with the changes. Pretty good. The next thing I did was levels. Yeah. Selective colors. Now it might seem like blown out and whatnot, but it comes in handy for what I'm gonna do next. Such as the blue. I use a gradient map with several different colors set up at a different location. And I have a mask only to affect the blue sections, so anything that's yellow won't get affected, or the rest of the picture. Here we go. It brings back that silky material. Then we do that for skirt again. But notice that this one is in normal mode, blending mode. This one's in color dodge. The reason why it obviously brings certain details back into aspect of the picture. And this one, we turn it back on. And it's just to tone it down. It's just a small hue and saturation, just to tone down the blue. It felt too alive, so I toned it down. And next, I did it on the shirt. Same thing, gradient map. Brought back some of the highlights in the blue. And this is not airbrush once again, it's just all through adjustment layers. I changed the blending mode. Okay, and the shirt on the blue. Just bring it down, you know, that blue a little bit. Even though I never got to finish the picture, you could tell the big difference between this one on the left and this one on the right. And so these are just minor things that I've worked on my own, just for friends or for the hell of it.